So I just recorded this video on this setup here, and what I'm going to do is just record literally the next hour's worth of backtesting. I'm just doing an hour's worth of backtesting till 10 a.m. UK time on what's the date? Wednesday, the 15th of October. I'm just putting in the reps basically, just getting data, collecting for this strategy, and it's going really, really, really well. So I'm going to just continue backtesting GU for now. Yeah, and go from there really. Just keep going, keep testing it the same way we've been doing for the last probably day or two worth of data. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep smashing through these now. So we've got the daily level. Just want to see a liquidity sweep, which is up here on this 1 hour. London does that, which is really clean. Both sides of that candle's taken. It's going to be a bit more of a risky trade because we're coming out of this opposing FVG, but I'm going to enter it. Obviously, I know that it may be higher risk, but we'll take the trade anyway. We can always get a re-entry at another time as well. The overall drawn liquidity is all the way down here. So we can put that on as our external range. That's absolutely humongous as well. So let's see what happens. It's weird because the reaction's actually crazy. Once you see this engulfing candle, it's actually mental how many times this reacts like that. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's a little glitch in the system. I'm not going to lie. That's probably like 5R as well. Yeah, 3R. So we're running at 2R. We can close 50% off at that level. And then, yeah, so let's journal that once this trade plays out. So we go break even. 50% has been taken off. Into the next day. Fuck me, that is actually so crazy, man. Obviously, we're still at break even. I'm assuming at this point I'd most likely have pulled some point of the position off. But that is fucking insane returns. That is actually insane. I'm genuinely this gobsmacked because I've just taken that for the first time and I haven't seen the chart. That is fucking wild. 6 pip stop, and I've gained over 113 pips off that. Again, yes, we know the timing on it is a little bit longer. Look, it took all week. Obviously, actually, the difference here is I probably would have had to have closed because there's a Monday, but we could take it on a swing account. And what would we have got? I need to journal this now because up until what point and what would have happened because we got Sunday in there. So let's say had to have closed here on Friday at 4. So the maximum you would have got Friday at 4. Friday at 4 would be just below that, so it'd be there. Yeah, so you'd have got a 4.77R out of it. Let's journal this because that's just unbelievable. Honestly, it's actually crazy. This strategy is so broken. Friday the 4th of July. And if I recall, there was a crazy trade as well on that day. On EG as well, which is, yeah, it's good to see it. Obviously, the strategy works out. 3 a.m. London. Honestly, this strategy is just gobsmacking me. I've got to be honest. We hit 2R. We did take 50% off. Yes, for some reason I've been putting 2. Just not concentrating. Total return. Let's be realistic with it because you would have closed. So that would have been, what was the total? 4.77 because you would have had to have closed over the weekend. What I'm going to do is say how it's gone on to actually total returns to external range was 18.88 returns. That is ridiculous. Oh. actually crazy. Honestly, I've never had a strategy where I felt this like shocked watching it. Seriously, it's like ridiculous. You get this engulfing candle, and then boom, look at price just absolutely sink off straight away. It's every hour, all the time. You can get 1 to 2 near enough within an hour as well, which is actually wild as fuck. I'm gonna put a note on this because I would like to record this as just one video. I'm gonna put a note here. Let's put a note just here because this is. No, actually, I've got a notes section at the end, and let's put a note in there. Right, we're going to put that there because that needs to be reviewed, man. Like, that's just crazy, absolutely crazy, and obviously how quick it hits the 2R as well. Unbelievable, man. And seriously, when you pull it up, it's this simple. Honestly, look at it. Just daily internal gets tagged, and boom, you're just riding it through the rest of the week. It's unbelievable. Look, Friday and Monday, Tuesday does exactly what you wanted it to do. Actually, wild, to be honest. Let's have a look. We're now inside this internal, but I'm going to just take it off the nearest candles because I haven't actually backtested any of that, and I don't really want to start fucking with the strategy. Exactly that. Look, it didn't really do anything. So what I'm going to do is actually we're in a downwards momentum in the market. We're bearish still. So what I'm going to do is take this daily fair value gap because it's the closest one and go from there. Target. I need to pull that target up before. I'm going to put this as my overall draw. And then I'm going to obviously have this daily low as the next one. Let's push the next day forward just in case. Yeah, so it didn't actually go. There's now a smaller daily fair value gap, which it does go into. So what we'll do is we'll pull it back because I'm not sure if it goes into it before or it goes down first. So obviously we'll know that when we go down a time frame. Obviously I didn't expect that, and I am trading this off of not knowing what's coming. So as I'm literally backtesting it, as you see. I'm assuming it takes the low first, to be honest. High 671. I'll do. Yeah, I would probably expect that external to get hit first because you're going to come through all of this as well to get there. I very much doubt that. Yeah, so it takes it, so that's invalid. Oh, and it was a news candle. Anyway, so that doesn't matter. We're on to the next one. Knock all that off now. Continue on. Now, as we're starting to come into these months, August and September, I did trade GU, so I can't remember what happened, but I know it was choppy. So, yeah, we'll see how this strategy plays out in the chop. Let's get this one drawn in. It's a very small fair value gap. I think the next day may print a bigger one. 5841. 5149 even, so I don't know what happened there. So let's get that there. I'm going to just stay on the daily because I don't really expect it to. Oh, it did come down, but it invalidated it completely, which means the 1 hour most likely didn't do anything. Yeah, it didn't take both sides of it, any candle. It has invalidated it, so I'm not going to look for a setup there because it's gone through. And there isn't actually another fair value gap, so we're just going to continue. There you go, price continued to rip. Leaves a massive fair value gap up here. That's a really big range, in fact. So we'll see. Will price come back up? Not sure. Let's see what happens here. It's quite a big range for it to pop up. Obviously, you can see that NYAM session actually did. It did smash up quite quickly. It's quite smashed down quite quickly, in fact. So let's see. What day are we on it? Monday. So yeah, so start of the week. Okay, price didn't do much on the Monday. 1 more hour, and then that's a new day, which probably has created another fair value gap. So what we'll do is we'll pull this one down. Like I said before, what we're doing is just taking it off the most recent fair value gap, and then going from there, because what I don't want to do is miss out on the trade for the sake of trying to get the furthest one up inside the range. What I can do is just take another trade if I get stopped, or if the market doesn't actually show its hand properly, then we just go from there and go on the next trade the next day. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make sense to miss out potentially. Right, so we're coming into London. I want to see that high get tagged, because we need a liquidity sweep in the opposing direction. So I'm not going to actually trade London until that happens. There we go. Now, price takes both sides of the candle, so we'd have entered off this candle. Again, I don't know what happens, so we'll go from there. Timing's right, everything's right for an entry, so trying to have no fear, because the data, I ain't going to lie, the data is actually so strong that I'm not even unconfident to actually trade it. Let me just pull this back because I want to get the daily level up. I can't, because otherwise, if I go onto the daily there, after printing this out, it will show me exactly what happens before it happens. So yeah, I did think that was the external range, but we'll go with that. Let's quickly just push price back forward. Okay, so there's your entry, boom. And let's see what happens. This strategy is broken. Honestly, it's actually broken. Look at that. And I genuinely didn't even know. It's actually crazy. 2.36 are ridiculous returns. It's actually ridiculous. It's so broken. Honestly, I really feel like this. I've just found the final fucking touch to my trading style. Unbelievable. 7 a.m. Oh, just unreal. This strategy is actually unreal. Wednesday, the 3rd of July, 2025, 7 a.m. Oh, unbelievable, man! It's such a relieving feeling when you really find something and it just keeps working over and over and over again. And you just keep looking at it and thinking, how is that working? It's so simple. Like I've traded for so long and I'm watching things and I'm overcomplicating it. Look at the win streak. We're on a 6-win streak. Ridiculous. Again, we was just over 2-0, wasn't it? So yeah, 2.36. We wouldn't even bother doing this. Didn't need to do that. We can take that off there. Oh, that was there. Sorry, not that one. It's that one that I didn't. Why not get hit? And then 2.36. Oh, it's fucking crazy. Honestly, I genuinely, this engulfing candle thing. Both sides get taken, and it just rips. Both sides get taken inside the daily level as well, which is just even more like confidence. It's actually fucking crazy. I can't believe watching it. Is actually ridiculous. And yeah, that's July done. Let me just leave that on actually, and I'll show you the daily. Obviously, it continues to rip down, but we just targeted the external range, which is all I wanted there. And then obviously continue to go. We've got internal to external. It's super clear. Internal, external. So easy to do. Actually, wild. I'm going to end that one there on July and go into the next day on the next video.